welcome to Down to Earth. I'm Daphne Richards. Our question this week is one from one of our viewers, Linda, who wants to replant her raised beds that her cats have been using as a litter box. She's concerned about contamination and wondering if she needs to use any bleach or lime to clean that area. Since this is a contained area, I would suggest going ahead and removing all of the current soil and replacing it with a mixture of purchased topsoil and compost. Depending on the size of the bed, you might be able to purchase topsoil and compost by the bag or by the truckload at a local nursery. But you may also have to have a larger amount delivered from a topsoil company. But there is no need to go to any special cleaning measures with bleach or lime. Simply remove as much of the contaminated soil as you can. The contamination generally won't be a problem even if you're planting vegetables, because all animal diseases don't move through the roots into the plant. But if you're planting leafy vegetables or you have edible parts that might be touching the soil surface, that could be a problem if those contaminants get onto the surface of something that you're going to eat. But then only if the cats continue to use the area as a litter box, because you will have removed the contaminated soil. Our plant this week is desert willow, Chelopsis linearis. This is a gorgeous flowering tree. It gets its common name from its long, linear leaves and billowy resemblance to actual willow trees. It can range from 15 to 40 feet tall, so it's a rather small tree. It's similar to most other desert trees in that it can have a very shrubby growth habit, so you can actually leave it for a shrub if you like. It has a very open growth habit and canopy, which gives it a very structural element in your landscape. The flowers are trumpet-shaped and very large. The species desert willow has a nice soft pink flower with streaks of yellow in the throat. Hummingbirds just love these trumpet-shaped blooms. Desert willow is deciduous, so it will be bare in the winter. It generally flowers in mid to late summer after some summer rains and we've had some heat. It's not a relative of actual willows, but is in the same family as trumpet vine and catalpa trees. It needs full sun, but it's not as picky about its soil. It's extremely drought and heat tolerant and can virtually be ignored once it's established. But in an extreme drought, just a little bit of water would keep this tree very happy. I think that plant breeders must have had Austin in mind when they named two of the cultivars of this tree that they developed. We've got Bubba with dark pink flowers for our Shiner box set, and Lucretia Hamilton with deep fuchsia flowers for our Chardonnay set. Chelopsis and catalpa trees were crossed at one point, leading to the Chitalpa. That species likes a lot more water and has trouble in the heat of our area. The species desert willow makes tons of seed pods, so one great attractive quality of the Bubba cultivar is that it does not generally make seed pods, so you don't have that mess. You might choose that one instead. To do in your garden this week, if you haven't already, keep an eye out for those insects whose populations tend to explode when the weather gets incredibly hot and is dry, such as chinch bugs and spider mites. We'd love to hear from you. Please visit klru.org/ctg to send us your question or a plant of the week from your garden.